You know the feeling watching your trophy list and it just looks nasty? Because there's so many games you either not completed because they're just bad, or the developers have decided to ruin your 100% because they added a DLC. Yeah, it sucks. So in today's video, I decided to start my journey of 100% completion trophy cleanup, and I'm super excited. This means that I'm gonna go through my trophy list and find the games that I either forgot about or just want to go back to because I really like them. Then I'm either gonna get the platinum if needed, or just the trophies they added with the new content. Everything to get that juicy 100%. So here we go. So my first game in this challenge ended up being Resident Evil 4, the DLC Separate Ways. I got the Resident Evil 4 Platinum 2023 and I loved it. Playing as Leon and defeating a lot of cool enemies and having a lot of different trophies to achieve, this one was definitely up there of being one of my more fun Platinums I have in my collection. So now it was time to go back to the DLC so we can get that 100%. Here you can see that I have 5 out of 7 trophies. The ones I already achieved is for playing the game on different difficulties and defeating story bosses, so nothing special really. If you're familiar with other Resident Evil games and their trophies, you may recognize that they usually want you to speedrun their games and also challenge you with higher difficulty playthroughs. And lucky for me, I need to do the same thing in the DLC. Knowing that we need the S+ rank, I thought the best idea was to find a good guide that helps me what to think of going for these 2 trophies. Because bear in mind, it's almost 2 years ago I played the game, so I don't remember anything. With the guide up, we can see that the S+ requires you to complete the game in under 2.5 hours. You can only save the game 10 times or less. The enemies are also way more aggressive, and you cannot play a New Game Plus, which means you have no weapons or upgrades starting the DLC. Nice. This is gonna go perfectly fine.
Meanwhile...
What is happening? So now it's time to start my first attempt on professional difficulty and try and get the 2 trophies I needed. The DLC starts in a prison cell with Ada and Louise, and faster than you know, you get introduced to the first boss of the game, and it was a tough start. We're having seafood for dinner. Ew. I'm dodging! I'm so gonna redo. I'm so gonna redo. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Fun. Oh my freaking god. Oh my god. I can't get it. I can't get it. He's not done for. Yes! Let's freaking go! I used all my utilities. Oh, we got him. We got him. Damn. Finally being able to defeat this dude, I thought I could move on and do some nice progress towards the trophies. But I was very wrong. Oh, shit. Oh, my... Are you joking? This is and if you remember from before, I cannot say more than 10 times, which means that this death led me back to my favorite area again. Thank Lord. Skip this. Okay, I need to survive now. Thank you. Thank you. I was able to finish the first chapter and finally doing my first save. Can I save now? Ooh, that's so pretty. And talking about the DLC, one thing I do remember liking a lot with this one was the connection they made with the main game. Boss fights in the background you know you did as Leon, cutscenes that you see from Ada's POV instead of Leon, and this scene when you hear the bell is really epic and memorable. This is so cool. This connects the main game. So cool. So cool. Now I remember how much I love this game. Continuing forward, it was time for me to do a second save, and that was understandable, because now I ended up on one boss that took me more than 2 hours to defeat. Yeah, you heard it correct. 2 hours. So enjoy watching this compilation of my struggles. Okay, sniper rifle. Great shot! I think. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I think we're dead, actually. Well, let's go again. Oh, my Lord. Man! Look out! I don't understand. I don't understand. He's taunting me. Taunting me! I've been here for so long, so it's not even fun anymore. I'm regretting everything. I don't know. I've been here for 1.5 hours now. 1.5. What? Oh my god, I did it. I did it. 1 hour 55 minutes. 1 hour 55 minutes. 1 hour 55 minutes. With the fight finally over, I also finished the chapter and headed into chapter 3. Chapter 3 treated us with some more Wesker time and me being anxious. Oh, I just want to save so I don't need to replay everything. But that paid off because now I could finally do my second save and prepare for the next boss fight. What a nice looking man. Well, hello there, neighbor. Oh, that one broke straight away. Yoink! What? Yoink! On top of her head. What is happening? How do I miss? I missed it again. Can someone tell me how that's even possible? And then I get like 1 hour less than the previous boss. So we're doing good. Lucky for me, this boss was not as much struggle as the previous one, and I was able to finish chapter 3 and start chapter 4. This chapter started confusing. POE. Okay. Jesus, why is there like 10 freaking updates for every game now? And then I ended up in this area, which kicked my booty just as before. Melee! What the f***? Are you for real? What? I spent an hour soon, 45 minutes of doing absolutely nothing. I don't know. And because of lack of saves, I made it out of the area, but I died a couple of minutes after, so I had to redo the fun room again. Kill this dude! Making my way out again, I was able to accomplish this. Here we go. This is pressure, okay? And I die of that instead. And again. It's over. It's over. And again. Again! Yeah. Moving on from that ridiculous struggle, I finished the chapter and started chapter 5. Just as previous parts, this one has a boss fight as well, but luckily for me, I was more prepared this time. Ooh. Feeling good about that, the game reminded me straight away that it is here to give me a rough time. And the cherry on top, I also did a whoopsie doopsie just after getting the door right, which means I need to replay the boss fight again. Here we go again then. Need to do the boss fight again.
It's close.
Lucky for me, the door went much better this time. Thank goodness. Oh my god, now I got it on first attempt. Weird that I didn't get it last time. Now I come so far into the game, I started to worry about the time limit. Yet again, I'm gonna skip the cutscene because I'm very nervous about my time. Closing into 2 hours, I felt that I needed to hurry up a bit. Even though I knew the cutscenes doesn't count towards the timer, I started skipping them and I took more help of a guide to see what to do next to save as much time as possible. But even though I decided to skip the cutscenes, I couldn't help myself watching this moment right here.
So here's my question.
Damn, look at him.
Have you changed, Ada?
But after that, it was time to continue the chapter without wasting too much time.
And remember, I do not like
Waiting, I know.
He only has 7 minutes. That's why he doesn't like waiting. He doesn't have time to play with you. No! There we go. Shit! We don't have a lot of time left. I'm very nervous. Very nervous that I'm gonna screw this up because I don't have time. Oh, I missed that. Oh, yeah, that was not great of me. It's not looking good. I'm nervous. And eventually we met this guy and ended up in an area I recognized from the movie. And I failed big time. Man, I'm... Nee! No. Redoing the area again, I went back to the laser show and had my revenge. My revenge! It's time for revenge.
Better watch out.
Nah, there's no shot. I fumbled this. My last healing. Let's go. Jesus, I almost messed that up again. With all that done, I could really feel like the ending was closing up. Ada was also showing off her skills with the lasers again, and I just felt this is it. But then this happened. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah. And you know what that means.
This is it.
This is it.
Now, how to
We
connect
heard
the
this
device.
before. This is it. This is it. Getting further this time, I ended up being a pro gamer again with this move. Nah, this is not meant to be. So now they're in the elevator. No! I cannot click the button because they're in the elevator. Redoing everything again.
One eternity later.
Here we go again, my favorite part.
Lasers.
Shit. No. Press, press, press! It doesn't work! It doesn't work! Are you joking me right now? Yes. It is because they were too close. There's nothing I can do about that now. Oh god. And now it was time to prepare for a big final fight. Inventory management is overall important in this whole playthrough, but now it was even more important so you can get out of the final area alive. With Leon fighting for his life in the background, we're getting another timer on our hands. And Ada and I fought our way through the area without bigger problems, apart from this eyeball. Why doesn't it work? Man, what the f***? Are you kidding me? Why doesn't it destroy the eyeball? But after defeating the eyeball, we got to see our boy Leon again, and he dropped this comment.
I think we both know this.
They're so
Where we go our
cute.
separate ways.
Separate ways. He dropped the name of the DLC. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Just before we finish the DLC. Saves 10. S+. Damn, that was delayed. Could play separate ways on professional mode. Give me the last one. Yes. Woo! There we freaking go, everyone. Complete separate ways on professional mode with an S+ rank. And look at that. This is the reason why we did it. Look at that 100%. RE4 100%. This was tricky. This was so freaking tricky. Damn. 2:26. 4 minutes to go. We got the S+. We saved all the 10 times that you can. And that was crazy. We got the 2 trophies though. We got them. With RE4 done, it was now time to head into our second game. Alan Wake 2 and the DLC Night Springs and the Lake House. Alan Wake 2 was one of my favorite games during 2023. Amazing aesthetic, interesting story, just overall a unique experience that I would highly recommend. And the bonus was that the platinum was also very fun and not that tricky. When it comes to the DLCs, Night Springs was a blast, but the Lake House was not. Night Springs was filled with funny moments and memes, but Lake House took a more serious approach and it never really caught my attention. And that probably explains why I only had 1 trophy left for Night Springs, but 6 for the Lake House. With that said, I decided to start with a trophy I had left for Night Springs, this page here. Lucky for me, this was a very easy trophy to backtrack to because of chapter selection, and I only need to pick up an item for the trophy to pop. Starting chapter 3 and talking to the developer of the game, it led me to a haunted corridor to find a body and then the collectible I needed. And that was it. This page here. Read the screenplay in the green room. Alright, we got it. Easy. This was the easy part. This is also the best DLC. I'm gonna leave it here because we have other things to do. With that one done, it was now time to focus on the Lake House DLC. In this DLC, you play as Agent Estevez and approaching what you could have guessed by now, the Lake House. Meow, the Lake House. This DLC is connected to both the main game of Alan Wake 2, but also has its connection to the game Control, which could be one of the main reasons I didn't like this one as much, because I never finished Control, even though I tried it 3 times. The trophies I needed for the Lake House was stun a painted enemy with a flashbang, solve all computer passwords, defeat a painted enemy before it leaves the wall, discover Rudolph Lane, read all the files and documents, and last but not least, defeat one of each enemy with a Blackrock launcher. So as you can hear, this shouldn't be too tricky to achieve. In the start of the game, I managed to find my first PC for the passwords and also the key card for reaching the next level of the facility. Entering the new floor, Estevez decided it was time to jam a bit. Oh my god. Jay dancing! And we also got our first jump scare. Ow. Here the jump scare starts. Yeah. While proceeding the story and trying to make our way to the Blackrock launcher, I tried to read as many documents as I could on my way because of this trophy. Luckily, you don't need to find all documents and files in the whole DLC to get this one, but you need to find quite a lot of them. I was already at 97%, so I knew I just needed to find a couple of more to unlock the trophy. While searching for more documents, I was lucky to find a flashbang, and that reminded me of this trophy that I needed. Here, so if I do a flashbang here. Yes! Worlds of color. Oh, the game doesn't pause? I thought the game paused when we're looking at the trophy. It does not. And even though I was lucky to get this one, I realized just a moment after that I had no idea how to play this game. How do I heal? How do I heal? What the actual... Moving on from that, I found another PC and more documents. And lucky for me, that was enough to get the trophy. Oh shit! Did I get it now? Yeah, read the FBC files and documents. With a new key card acquired and another PC unlocked, I could now backtrack to a room which contained the next PC, another key card, but also the weapon we needed. With the weapon in my hands, I thought I could get the trophy I've been working towards, but I was very wrong.
It's down. Time to move.
Did I get it?
No.
Me voy a matar. Uy. Me voy a matar.
Yikes. Yes! Yes! Nice! Defeat a painted enemy before it leaves the vault. I was a little bit nervous about that one because I tried it before, as you know, and I missed it. And if that was not enough, I almost messed up another trophy if the game didn't remind me of it.
Rudolph Lane.
I need to go to sub-level 2. Talking about this dude. This dude in the painting actually reminded me of a trophy about Rudolph Lane. There we go. Finding the last PC and getting the second to last trophy, it was now time to head up to sub-level 4 and try and get all the monsters we need for this trophy. On this level, all of them are available, you just need to find them and kill them, which I did, but I got surprised when the trophy didn't pop. I played very wrong. I needed to do it with a bigger gun and not the small gun. Then I realized that, per usual, I misread the trophy description and just having a bad memory overall. Reloading my previous save file, I needed to redo some bits of the DLC again to make my way to the same area, but this time around, I was gonna do it the correct way. Yes! Less carrot, more stick. I like that name. Okay, that was tricky in the end to get that one. I wasn't sure if that was the same enemy as the one I just took 2 before, but it wasn't. So that was the last one we needed, and now I did it with the right gun. There you go. You can see 100% for Alan Wake 2 now. No nasty 90%, 80%, whatever it said. So 100% platinum, 100% Night Spring, 100% the Lake House. Here we go. This one was very straightforward, no tricky trophies at all. Very easy in Night Spring, so you can pick 3 chapters and backtrack. The Lake House, I don't find funny, the DLC, but now to just backtrack to get the trophies, very easy, very straightforward. The next game we were heading into is Ghostwire Tokyo. I played this game 2022 and got 74% of the trophies, which is pretty great. I completed the whole main story, collected almost all the collectibles, and did all the side missions, but I was still missing certain things. But one thing that I'm still very proud over that I achieved during my first playthrough was to get this trophy. This took me a long while to complete, and it was very grindy, and to be honest, very boring. And why is that, you may think? Well, you need to collect 240,300 spirits in the whole game. So I think that says enough. The 13 trophies I have left are unlock all skills, 5 more collectibles, use photo mode, and combat related ones. So not too shabby. Then we should not forget about the DLC, because we still want that 100% completion. Fighter's Thread update is the newest addition to the game, which is a whole new gaming mode that is a level-based challenge, where you need to finish all levels up to level 30 to be a winner. On your way there, you need to collect cats, do challenges, and just try and survive. But I will tell you more about this later in the video. The other DLC trophies were to complete newly added side missions, acquire new skills, defeat new enemies, play a new minigame, and just explore. Starting the game now after almost 3 years, I decided to go for the main game trophies first. And it was a rough beginning. 3 years later, we're gonna boot up Ghostwire Tokyo to try and get the platinum, but also all the missing trophies that we have in the update, DLC part, and then main game, obviously. So here we go. Wow. I don't remember anything of this game. Look at this. This is the new thing. I do not remember how to play this game. I'm so stressed. I don't even know what to do. I think a good warm-up is to just do a super easy trophy, which is photo mode. There we go. Amateur photographer. I don't know why I didn't have this one, but there we go. After getting my first trophy, I decided to look around for the landmarks I have missed for this trophy. Here you can use in-game list or landmarks to easily check which ones you have missed or not. And luckily for me, I was only missing one of them. Do that. Nice. Oh shit! Other collectible trophy I was missing was this one. Here you need to find over 50 different statues, and I was pretty lucky to only have 3 of them missing, so it went pretty fast. Can I deliver this? Oh! Okay, acquire all sets of prayer beads. Nice! I didn't know that that was it that I needed to do. I used fast travel to get the other trophy for all locations, and then I thought, wait, I can leave a request here. And I did to get some money, and then we got this, all prayer beads. Nice. Wait, this one actually lights up. Yes! Could this be the one? Hope and pray, pray, pray that this is the only one I'm missing. Yes! Damn! Next collectible was this one. Find all the food and drinks. These are items in the game that can restore your health, and some of them can also give you a small boost of some sort. You have a menu where you can see which snacks you already acquired, and to collect new ones you can either find them out in the streets, in vending machines, or buy them from vendors. One good thing to know is that you don't need to eat the food for it to count towards the trophy, so don't do the same mistake as I did by intentionally spending so much time taking damage and eating food to see if the trophy popped. My character either gained 10 kilos or got diabetes before I got the trophy, and I realized I didn't have to do all of this. Yes! Pork? Okonomiyaki! That one. Yes! I was just gonna say that one we have not eaten. The next one was to find all the music records. To do that, you have to visit the cat shops and buy them or deliver objectives and get them as a reward. But as you already know, all missions are already done, apart from the DLC ones. So I just had to find the cats that was selling the last ones I needed. A small advice after getting this trophy is that you can load your previous save file before spending the money on the music tracks. This is smart because you're gonna save a lot of money for the other trophies you need to buy other items for. But of course, if you wanna grind money or already have millions on the account, you don't have to do it this way. I did reload my previous save file and went for this trophy straight away. And same thing here as the music records, I went back to all the cat shops to see which one of them still had the items I needed to eventually get the trophy. Ooh, that was the one. I needed to turn in one of the orders again that I already did, but because I reloaded, this is the one I needed. Now I left the collectibles and focused on the combat trophy I had left. Here you need to create a bush, thanks to a talisman, and try and get a sneaky purge kill on a nearby enemy. And this sounded very easy, but it was not. There's no enemies. Not even an enemy. 3! That should count. Okay, I need to be not seen, I think. If I use it here, it should be good to go. Oh, come on. Totally useless. It's like so incredibly bad mechanic. Okay, let's see if this works then. Doesn't make sense! No. It must work. Finally. Finally. What a stupid trophy. And if you thought that was annoying or time-consuming, I now ended up trying to get this trophy. This trophy requires you to draw a specific fortune paper that reduces your HP to 1. And of course, there's a lot of other papers than this one, and it's pure RNG based if you're gonna draw the one you need or not. And this one took me almost 35 minutes to get. Oh my god, how many times have I done this now? I've done it for 30 minutes now. 30 minutes, I cannot get it. Oh my god. Finally. Thank you. Finally. With the bush tech done and the paper game done, it was time for more collectibles. This time it was the voice logs that needed to be found, and there is 17 of them. Only had 5 of them from previous playthroughs, so I had quite a lot to do. There. Yes. There. Yay. Nice. Yay. after finding all of them except of one, I realized that I had missed the last one in the final main mission chapter. And if you enter that one, there is no point of return, so I decided to leave this trophy for now until we have finished all the other trophies. During my adventure to find the voice logs, I also discovered this weird blue light, which ended up being a newly added collectible with the DLC and one of the DLC trophies. And talking about the DLC, it was actually time to do some DLC things to acquire more skill points, magatamas, and more money that I needed for both the main game trophies and the DLC ones. Making my way towards the first side mission, I got these two trophies just before I ended up at the school. Oh, here you're gonna get a longer side mission where you need to get rid of naughty schoolgirls, purge evilness, and also getting defeated by a mannequin. In this location, you will also find some more collectibles, so you need, and finally, a final boss to defeat. With that side mission done, it was time to move on to the next one. On my way there, I discovered an interesting thing on the map and decided to take a look. It ended up being a dog that showed me the way to the last yokai. Going back to school again, we gotta type out another schoolgirl and purge the evilness once again. Now it was time to do the last side mission added from the DLC, the photo one. Here you need to go to your safe house and pick up certain photographs that you need to locate on your map to take the same photo and then be able to release the energy of the trapped soul. You need to do this 25 times until you get the trophy, and with my bad local sense, I didn't even try to get them by myself. A guide is very well needed if you don't want to spend a lot of time trying it yourself. There we go. When done with the photo shoot, I decided it was time for some gamba. With the DLC, this capture machine was added, and you need to play the game at least 50 times to get this trophy. Very easy and straightforward. Nice, there we go. Try like at a capture machine 50 times, yeah. The next trophy was not that easy, and that was to obtain all skill points in the game. Why this turned out to be more time consuming than I thought was because you need a lot of things to be able to upgrade. You need skill points, which you get by playing all missions in the game and collect all collectibles. You need magatamas, which you get from vendors or side missions with yokais. And also a lot of money. With the DLC release, they added more content to the game, which I needed to complete to get this trophy. So after grinding money, buying expensive magatamas, and what I thought gaining enough skill points, I believed that I could level up and get the trophy. But I couldn't. I was able to unlock this trophy instead for the main game, but was still missing the skill points to get the DLC trophy. And that was only because I needed to play the last main chapter in the game and collect the last collectibles, so I had to leave this one for now. Now I thought it was a good idea to head into the new spider thread mode. Booting this game mode up for the first time, I realized that this is gonna be tough. You have no prayer beads that makes the game easier, no skill points, and a limitation of healing items to each level. In the start, the level are pretty easy, it was not too big of a struggle, but the further you get, the more pressure you felt. Either it was stupid mistakes that made you fail, interactions that didn't interact the way you want, or I was just bad in combat. The main goal was to get to level 30, but to even be able to do that, you need to get to level 50 and acquire a special bead that is going to make it overall easier. And after spending almost 3 hours in this mode, I only got to level 16. Here I started to realize that this was a bigger grind than I thought. Not only did you need to focus on surviving, you also needed to do as much challenges as possible to get the trophy you needed, and finding all cats and yokais that are RNG based. And you know how lucky I am with RNG. So after struggling a bit more, only finding 2 cats, no yokais, and kept on dying, I decided to give up. I know the 100% will not be mine, which was the whole purpose of this video. I just can't justify spending this much time in a game mode I have zero fun in. Maybe in the future I will go back to it and grind it, but right now it's not time for it. But I was not giving up on the platinum. Leaving the DLC and going back to the main game, I was now heading my way towards chapter 5, the last mission of the story. If you remember from before, I was missing 2 collectibles, and these was the last puzzle pieces I needed for the final trophies. Here it is, the last one. I hope I get my skill points now, otherwise I don't know what to do. Oh my god, finally. Unlock all newly added spirit skills. Alright, here we go. This should be the last one. Are you guys ready? Here we go, 999. Yes, the whole truth. And finally, absolutely finally, ghostwire Tokyoite. Here we can see we reached 100% on Ghostwire Tokyo, but only 66%. We're missing 2 trophies, and those are the super grinded one that I actually don't have patience for. I will leave these for the future for sure. It still looks very, very good. Way better than it did when we started this journey. So I take a 95.